Hello boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. I'm Martin with Auto Spa, and here I've got a pre-production sample of Carpro's new DQuartz GO. Now pre-production, basically, I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty because things are likely going to change before it actually gets put into production. The formula, as far as the protection, as far as I know, again, this is my opinion, not Carpro's, or this is my words, not Carpro's words. But the formula itself should remain the same as far as like the protective properties go. What they're still working on before putting it into production to sell is the flash times, the smell, not the scent. It's not going to be scented, but you know how overpowering the smell can be, things of that nature. So as we got right now, we're looking at about 3 to 5 minute flash time. This should be ready to go in 12 hours. You can send it out the door, and then you achieve full hardness in 48 hours, and then you wait 4 hours before layering another coat. This is a 1-layer coating. You can do 2 layers if you want to, but 1 layer is good enough. Carpro's still working on some things. So they sent this out to a few people, and they're just looking to get some feedback. I was one of those lucky people. So I'm going to get this applied to my car, and we're going to see how that application is like. Now here, we've got my Kia Stinger. We're going to apply it to the hood. And right now my Stinger has, what do I have on it? DIY Details 8-year coating. That's still on the rest of the car, but I just polished the hood, prepped it, the whole 9 yards. And so I'm going to apply DQuartz GO to the hood. So let's see how that goes. Now, as you saw on the table, you saw my polisher. I used DIY Details Gold Standard polish. And I just got these, and this is my first time to try. This is a auto fiber suede saver applicator, so it's still plastic line, but suede instead of microfiber. I like suede applicators better. You can use Carpro's applicators, of course. So I'm going to give this a little shake, make sure it's all mixed up. Now I'm going to do half the hood at a time. Now apparently this should feel a little grabby as you start to wipe it off. So that's what we're going to see. Let's get a nice strip on there. We'll go ahead and start applying. Now, I like to use back and forth motions. Everyone's got their means and methods to apply coatings. As long as you get it fully covered, because as you level, you're still going to be spreading that out as you level. Put a little bit more on the applicator. Try not to bump the camera. Now, right now, here in my garage, it's what, about 70 degrees. I'll check the thermostat in a second here. I'm going to make sure this is fully applied. It is pretty humid though, so it's probably going to flash a little faster for me. All right, we got that applied all over. Okay, it's 72.5 degrees Fahrenheit, 65% humidity. Now for Celsius, it's 22.5 degrees Celsius for anyone who's not in the US. So while that is going, let me just start to just gently test the wipe off and make sure. That doesn't feel quite tacky yet. I'm going to get it applied to the other side, then we'll come back and wipe this half. Now in colder climates, you'll probably have a longer flash time than what I've got here. I'm in Texas, in central Texas, so it's humid, warm. Now right now it is the beginning of November, so probably not as hot as the summer, but not as cold as it would be in some places. Let me know how you like my light, by the way. This is not a detailing light. This is my recording light. Give some good lighting when I'm recording videos. I just got it recently. I think this is the first video I've actually used it in. This stuff is strange. Like, it doesn't feel like you're wiping a liquid on. It feels like you're wiping, I don't know, kind of like a syrup on. But this is, DQuartz is nano diamonds. That's why it's DQuartz instead of C-quartz. C-quartz is quartz or crystal. That's where the C comes from. DQuartz is nano diamond, where the D comes from. All right, now wiping this off. Oh, it does feel a little, actually feels pretty smooth. I don't know if it's quite ready yet. So I'm gonna leave it a few more minutes. Go ahead and pause the video while we wait, and we'll come back when it's ready. All right, it's definitely been over 5 minutes now. I'm gonna start wiping off. And yeah, it does feel a little tacky, a little grabby. Like they say, you know, it'll feel a little tacky wiping off. It's really not that bad. I guess it's maybe not as slick as C-quartz SIC. But you know, it's supposed to be a more durable coating, so it's gonna probably be a little thicker. The wipe off is gonna be a little tackier, so it does make sense. But it's nothing difficult. And again, this may change. You know, it's still subject to change. It's just pre-production. But so far, I mean, it's pretty easy to go on. It isn't really any more difficult than anything I've used. It is easier than some products I've used. All right, that's just the leveling. Get my other towel to buff off. And yeah, buffing, it feels nice and slick. Again, not as slick as SIC. And I think a lot of people are saying if you layer SIC on top of this, you get the best of both worlds, just like you did with C-quartz UK. So that's definitely an option. Me personally, I don't care that much for the slick feeling, because after you apply the coating to your car, you're not going to be touching your car every day to feel how slick it is. But it's definitely an option. If you apply ceramic coatings professionally, there's an upsell right there. I personally like to just stick to one layer, save myself some time and effort, but you got to do what works best for you and your company, family, brand, whatever. One final wipe, just to make sure I got everything, especially here in the middle where I always tend to mess. Don't need a lot of pressure to wipe, you just wipe like you're wiping off a wax, really. I am kind of going overboard, but I just want to be absolutely sure. It does feel nice and slick like glass, I will say that. So it feels like I got a layer of glass on here, which is what I'd expect from Carpro, honestly. Alrighty, so come back over here. So DQuartz GO. See how it holds up. Again, pre-production. This is not by any means benchmarking or saying anything about the final release of the product. When that comes around, maybe we'll strip half the hood off, apply that, and we'll see how that holds up the pre-production. See what's improved. But yeah, guys, these things right here, I've seen them for sale on Detailed Image. I like this a lot. I'm going to use these from now on. Polisher, SPTA, cordless, you can get on Amazon. The pads are Lake Country HDO CCS HDO. These are really nice pads. DIY Detail Gold Standard Polish. I didn't use this. I used for my wife's car, but excuse me, it's Ryan West Industries Water Spot Remover. If you're interested in any of this stuff, I'll put links below. Except for this, obviously, this isn't out yet. But I appreciate you all watching. Stay tuned to the channel because I do use my car often for demos, product reviews, so you'll be able to see DQuartz GO in action. Again, the pre-production, at least, until the actual production sample comes out. But it is pretty cool. I get to test this, so thank you for the team over at Sky's the Limit Car Care, Corey and his team, and then the team over at Carpro, Avi and his team. Appreciate you guys keeping me in the loop with the Carpro products. One of my favorite brands, been one of my favorites since I started detailing. But give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. I'll see you all in the next one. Keep them clean. Have a good one.